Hi friends, I'm Amy Starkey, founder of Yoga To Go LLC and creator of Remind, the Children's Mindfulness Card Deck for children ages 5 and up. All right, as promised yesterday in my video, I said that I would be going through the Remind deck and showing you how exactly it works and offering you and your child or your students or your clients a session right now, a free demo session and how this process works and to explain this three-step process that's involved in the Remind Card Deck, okay? So parents, educators, therapists, if you have your kiddos with you and you want them to follow along right now, let's all do that. I would recommend grabbing a piece of paper and a pen or pencil so that you can write down your answers to the questions that I'm going to go through with this deck. Or you can have the children write them down. Either way is fine, but that just kind of helps us figure out how this works and see what's going on today for us. So this is the 56 card deck. It's the Remind card deck. And like I said, it's a three-step process. Step one is helping the child identify how they're feeling, what's going on inside of them. What are these emotions that they may be having? And oftentimes our children can't really tell us that, or maybe don't even have that awareness just yet of what's going on. So we're just seeing some acting out behaviors or meltdowns or just different emotions that are kind of difficult to navigate, instead of them being able to say, you know, this is really what I'm feeling. So we're going to give them the tools. We're going to help them figure out what they're feeling and help us to help them figure out what they're feeling. And then we're going to, in step two, actually show them sensory-based tools that they can use to navigate those feelings in order to return to a sense of peace and calm and what we call self-regulation, to get into an emotionally regulated state if they've become very dysregulated and upset and overwhelmed. And then in step three, we just check back in and we see, like, okay, how do you feel now that we've used some of these tools? All right, so this deck is excellent for working on social emotional learning skills, self-awareness, mindfulness, self-regulation, all of these wonderful things that children really, really need for optimal learning, okay? So let's get started. If you're following along at home, great. I'm gonna adjust my light here just a little bit because I don't think you can see that deck very well. There we go. Okay, there's an instructional card. Here we are. Step one, we're gonna check in. Step one is check in. So if I'm working with a client one-on-one, I go through this deck in my occupational therapy sessions or my yoga therapy sessions with them. And I kind of build a grid with this. So step one, check in. What is your energy right now? Is it too high? Is it too low? Or is it just right? So if you're following along now, go ahead and write that down. What is your energy? What is your energy? I'm going to figure that out first. Too high, too low, or maybe right now it's just right. Okay. Then we move on. The next step, the next part of check one is to figure out what we're feeling. What are my feelings? And there are three different types of feelings I've identified in here. There are hard feelings. Okay, those are feelings that can be very difficult to experience. There are body feelings. Those are just physical feelings and sensations more than anything, more than just emotions. And there are easy feelings, feelings that are very pleasant for us to experience. Okay, so if you're having any hard feelings, let's go through that right now. Hard feelings. Are you feeling, you can just write yes or no or write the word down if you're following along doing this at home. Are you feeling, kiddos, anxious? Are you feeling mad? Are you feeling frustrated right now? You know, this is a hard time for everybody. It can be very frustrating. Are you feeling hurt? Are you feeling bored? Are you feeling worried? Are you feeling lonely? You know, a lot of us miss our friends. We miss school. We miss different family members and activities that we've enjoyed going to. So maybe there's some loneliness there. Are you feeling scared? Are you feeling confused right now? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling grumpy? Are you feeling shy or embarrassed? Are you feeling guilty? Okay, so those are some hard feelings, some difficult feelings you might be experiencing. And let me just say, there are no wrong feelings, no wrong answers. Everything you feel is normal, and everybody has these feelings at some point or another. Okay, so for example, let's say that while I'm working with a child, they have decided, or they've said that they feel mad or worried. So I'll put that down. Okay, let's say they're feeling a little frustrated. I'll put that card down. Let's say they're feeling anxious. We'll put that card down. Okay, so I just kind of build this little grid when they answer the questions. Okay, and there was mad. I said mad too. Okay, moving on. Guys, what are you feeling as far as body feelings? What are some body feelings you might be having? Are you maybe feeling sleepy right now? Are you feeling sick? Or are you feeling hungry or thirsty at all? Okay, so that gives you something to think about. Maybe you're having a hard time, but you just need a snack or a nap. It could just be that you're having some difficult body feelings, some sensations that don't feel so comfortable. Okay, and lastly, let's move on to our easy feelings. Let's see if you have any easy feelings. Oftentimes, when I'm working with clients, when they're in that dysregulated state, they are not having any easy feelings. They are, and very often they're having almost all of the difficult feelings in that moment. So it's great to engage with the children and the clients or your own children while you're seeing these feelings kind of coming on, and to catch it before it escalates. You can help them by doing this. Okay, so easy feelings. Are you feeling safe? Are you feeling calm? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling loved? Excited? Proud? Silly? Okay, those were some of the easy feelings that maybe you've had. For the sake of this demo, let's just say that you're having a really rough day and you have no easy feelings whatsoever right now. Okay, and that is okay. That is okay. That is perfectly normal. Whatever you're feeling, just remember that. So I'm gonna just set those aside right now, and let's say you're just really having mostly hard, difficult feelings. Okay, and I'm gonna ask you next, and this part is kind of optional. I don't know how easy it would be for a 5-year-old to do it. This is more for the older kids. If we're talking about it, I want them to get mindful and to get into the body and see if they can notice where exactly in their body they are storing or feeling these emotions. So I have a little boy and a little girl card, and on the back is the same question. My body, how does your body feel? And where do you feel the feelings that we've mentioned here? Right? Do you feel them in your head, your face, your throat, your chest, your lungs? You can write this down if you'd like. You can draw it if you'd like. You can draw the areas of your body that you might be feeling these emotions in. Your heart, your arms, hands, your tummy, your neck, back, legs, feet, anywhere else. Just take a moment to notice that if you'd like. See where you store those feelings at. We store our emotions in the body, so that really takes it to a next level. The next level as far as tuning in and noticing what we're feeling and where. All right, we're going to move on to step 2. And again, this is a demo, so I would take a lot more time going through this with a client, but I just wanted to give you a quick session so you can see how this works. Step 2 is to remind. We've checked in step 1, and now it's time to remind, get back into a space of mindfulness and regulation. Okay, so step 2. We are going to do that by using our tools. And I have a bunch of tools cards here for you guys to pick from. And I will have clients choose as many tools as they need to, depending on time. Like maybe we only have time to do 3 tools, or to do 5 tools, or maybe there's time in our session to do all 10 tools if that's what they wanted to do. It doesn't matter. It really just depends on your time limits and availability and how you can offer these tools. So, kiddos, let's say you're having hard feelings, and let's see what tools you would like to use that could help you navigate them, that could help you feel better. Maybe you need to do something like run or walk. Get your body moving. Maybe you need to dance or wiggle. That would feel good. Maybe you want to jump. Or you need to push something or pull something. Maybe you just need to get a snack or take some time to read a book. Or maybe you want to write or draw. Maybe you just want to listen to some music. Maybe you want to pray or meditate. This is my favorite one. Maybe you want to take a time out and time in, I call it, in a quiet space, just to find a little quiet area, quiet space where you can go and not be disturbed. Just do some breathing and relax for a little bit. Maybe you need to stretch or do some yoga. Maybe you need to talk it out with somebody, a friend or family member, a therapist or teacher. Always helps us if we have somebody we trust and can count on to talk to. Maybe you need to breathe and count. That's always helpful. Maybe you need to hit some pillows or squeeze something. Or maybe you need to get a hug. Okay, these are the tools cards I'm offering. So did you see any tools that sounded like they could really help you if you're having hard feelings? Some of them are really active. They're really gross motor, like running, dancing, jumping, wiggling, yoga. And some are a little calmer and quieter, like just drawing, listening to some music, finding a quiet space. All right, so for the sake of this demo, let's say we were having these feelings, anxious, mad, frustrated, and worried, and you decided that you needed to run and walk a little bit, okay? And then maybe you wanted to do a little drawing once you were done running and moving around while listening to some music in a quiet space, okay? And then afterwards, when you felt like coming out of the quiet space, you could really go for a hug. All right, so if we were in a session, I would go through all of these tools with my client. We would have them run and walk like they picked. Then we would transition into something a little calmer and slower, like writing and drawing, maybe writing and drawing, especially about what they were feeling. We could put on some music that they find calming, and I could give them a little quiet space. And then afterwards, when they come out, maybe they want to get a hug from me or their parent or their teacher, and we're available there for them to do that. So after we've selected these tools and we've gone through all this, then the last step is to recheck. Step 3, we recheck. And I'll ask them, okay, we've used these tools. How are you feeling now? Do you need more time? Are you okay to move on? Do you need more tools? Were there other tools that maybe, you're going to have to add to this? Let's say they are like, you know what, I'm great, I'm fine, these tools were wonderful. All right, so let's figure this out. Can we remove some of the hard feelings? Can I remove worried? And they'll say, yeah, I don't feel so worried anymore. How about frustrated? Yeah, we can remove that. I don't feel so frustrated now. All right, are you still mad? No, you feel better? Okay, great. Are you still anxious? A little bit? Okay, well, we'll leave that on there. That's fine. It's totally normal. But do you feel a little less anxious or about the same? A little less maybe? Okay, wonderful. Then I'll come back and say, let's review easy feelings. Can we add any easy feelings now, do you think? After you've done your tools and we've gone through our process, are there any easy feelings that you can add right now? And oftentimes there will be. Oftentimes they're feeling so much better. And they want to add some of those feelings. So they'll say, you know what? Yeah, I'm feeling a little calmer. Great. I'm feeling really loved. It was really helpful to have that support and to use my tools, and I feel loved. Great, great. Anything else? Well, they'll say maybe I feel safe. I feel like a little calmer and safer. I'm still a little anxious, but I know I'm definitely much safer and I feel better than I did when we started. Wonderful. Okay. All right. That's it. And so then you wrap up the session. If you want to keep going, if you have lots of time, you can go through more tools. You can keep continuing that, or you can just wrap up there. And what this does, first, you're going to have to work with your child or your student, your client one-on-one to do this course until they get used to the process. And I'll tell you, that does not take long at all. They really pick up on this fairly quickly, and then they're able to do it for themselves. So it gets to the point where you say, go get the Remind deck, figure out, let's go through and see what you're feeling. Now I want you to pick out your tools and go use them. Go use your tools, and I'll give you, let's say, 15 minutes to use these tools, and then come back and let me know how they worked. So you're teaching them how to transition to be independent in using these activities where they learn how to self-regulate, where they learn how to regain control of their emotional state. It's a wonderful thing to witness too. Okay, I did create a little a manual that goes along with this, and this has all of the worksheets that would go along with this program if you're interested in that as well. So it just kind of helps you. I created stickers that match all of the faces. So if you're working with little ones and they like stickers, it says, check in, how are you feeling? And they can put the feeling stickers up there or the tools stickers. If you're working with older ones, they can just circle their answers there. These are assessment forms in here for teachers. There's a daily chart that you can use in here. And then it just has this whole process, the whole process. Every card that we went through is listed in here. You can see it. And they can just circle their answers like that. You can put these inside of a dry erase pocket and just keep using it that way. You can make copies of this. If you purchase the manual, I'm happy to give you the rights to make copies. So however makes it easier. But anyway, that was a lot. So I just wanted to show you that is how it works. It's a 3-step process. It is simple, but it is effective. If you are interested in ordering the card deck or the manual or anything else, any of the other mindfulness products I have available, just go to my website. It's www.missamysyoga2, the number 2, yoga2go.com. Go to the web store. You'll see all the products I have available there. The Remind deck is there. And be sure to use the coupon code LOVE2U, love, number 2, capital U, for 20% off your entire purchase until April 30th. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so, so much for watching. I appreciate it. And everybody have a wonderful day. Stay mindful. Thank you.